Uh,
Yeah, I don't know what that I can't even say that word. Socialistic narcissist. I can't say it. I can't say it. But yeah, apparently that's what we are.
let's see here. It says it's a type of narcissism characterized by a profound sense of self-importance and a disregard for the existence and needs of others, seeing the external world as a mere projection of one's own mind. Okay.
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 So I don't feel like we disregard
So wait, do
other
we
people's need to experience things. I've
I feel
never.
like if anything, it's actually the opposite. That's why we have like the sarcasm.
Are we
Oh,
starting?
are we going? Oh,
Oh.
we were just talking.
Oh, we were just talking.
Okay. Are we
Are
going?
you recording? Oh.
Oh. Oh,
Oh, can you cut that out? You got to tell us when you were doing this. Welcome back.
welcome back to Besties.
No boundaries.
Yay. Katrina.
Julie.
We've been gone for a hot minute.
Yeah, life
It's
got really busy.
it's
April's
been
been whew,
I was gonna say even just like seeing each other has been like or texting each other has been
I
like
know.
hit and miss.
Yeah.
It's been it's been insane.
Well, and I was so busy, like, that last time I saw you at work, I was like, "Okay, thank you guys, bye," and, like, there was a big blur there, so,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
I think I think between us prepping for our move, graduations, 16th birthday parties, family visiting, like our life is crazy. And then you had last month you had your
Beginning of this
fundraiser.
month, yeah.
Yeah, beginning of this month.
Yeah.
You had your fundraiser. And so which is always a little hit and miss around that. I know when we get together cuz
Oh, yeah.
your
Oh, yeah,
life is
'cause my
consumed.
yeah, that's my big I mean, we're tasked with raising $200,000 in one evening, and
Yeah.
so it
How much did you
takes
do?
we did $203,000.
You did.
I did, yeah, or I did. We did, excuse me.
That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, no, that was really exciting because at the end of the night, final numbers, they're just kinda rough at the end of the night.
Yeah.
It said 197,
That's what I
and
was
I
gonna
was
say.
like,
I thought Bobby had said you were short by like 3K, and I
I
was like,
know.
"Oh, that really sucks."
I walked over at the end, I was like he's like, "How'd you do?" I'm like, "You have $3,000? I could use it." No, I know he wasn't,
Then
but
you would have been at 206.
yeah, so but, a lot of donations come in. A lot of people don't like to,
Donate in public.
yeah, so a lot of
Yeah.
things come in afterwards and expenses get settled out and stuff like that. So that's the gross number that we raised for the school, which is nice because the school doesn't charge the cost of tuition does not cover the entire operational cost of the school, so
Yeah.
to raise all that money, and so, I don't know, fundraising is fun sometimes, but it's also extremely
It's tiring.
it's tiring, yeah, like, and then right after that, I took off and went to that leadership conference, so,
Oh,
like
that's right.
yeah, so when I got home, it was actually 4 days after the auction when I got back home to my house, and I was just like a zombie, and I had
That's
to, like,
right.
reopen my
Because
Lego
I
business
forgot
and
you were in Seaside and I was in Astoria, and we were gonna
yeah.
try to do dinner, and it was I
Oh,
was exhausted, and I'm like, "I
oh,
bet
yeah,
she's
and you
exhausted."
text me, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot." Yeah, so
No. Yeah. So
yeah, so
see
life
see,
was
listeners,
yeah.
sometimes even your besties are busy and you just don't
Yeah,
get to it.
but you know what? That's the fun part that I've always valued about our friendship because I've had friends before that like, if you don't talk to them in 2 weeks, your friendship's over, they think you hate
Oh, yeah.
them, yeah, they don't have time
Yeah.
for you, or, like, they're too needy. Like, if you text me every day, I would think
No.
something's wrong.
Yeah.
Please don't text me every single
Well, and
day.
I think but even like me and you, we don't text every day, and sometimes
It'll be once
it's
a week sometimes if we're both busy, and I know you're
this
still fine, I know
this month
everything's good.
this month it's been like
Yeah,
once a while.
yeah, or, like, the most we text is in preparation of seeing each other. Like, "Hey, what do you want me to bring for dinner?" Hey, like, this that all we group
What time?
we, like, batch text, and then I don't talk to you for a week, and then yeah, but I know everything's fine, and that's the kinda I feel like
I
in your
think
40s, that's what relationship or friendships have to be.
yeah. I saw a thing today that was talking about, which I've never heard this term. Maybe you have? A fringe friend?
A fringe friend,
Yeah. Like if
not with
like
benefits.
no,
Oh,
no, like well, and when I saw fringe, I was like fringe benefits? No,
yeah.
that's not the same thing. No, it's a fringe friend is somebody who's always kept on the outside, but not cool enough to be on the inside with their friends, like group.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, then I started thinking like, have I
Who
ever been a fringe friend?
yeah, or who do we keep on the fringe? Your husband? My husband probably.
The boys are on the
The boys are
outside.
on they have their own club that we're not a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it I don't know that I don't know that I've ever felt that way because I think I purposely actually keep people at arm's length sometimes
Yeah.
because it's easier.
Mhm.
Like, to
Mhm.
your point, if they're too needy or
Yeah.
they're like, there's just some personalities that I really enjoy being around, but not
Mhm.
all the time.
I learned my lesson in my 20s. I let a lot of people in, and I was just like, "Yeah, we're friends now." Like you work together, and you're like, "Yeah, we're friends. Let's be roommates." I think you can remember one of the roommates
Oh,
that I
yeah,
had,
yeah.
and she,
Yeah.
I after
Yeah.
moving in with her, I realized she doesn't brush her teeth. She doesn't bathe. She's disgusting. Her cat is pooping everywhere, including in her clothes she's wearing to work. So,
Where did that conversation go one time? I don't know. I'm pretty sure Dwayne was involved. We were talking about boob cheese
oh yeah, she had boob crud big time. Oh, so then you like learn. Okay, not everyone. Like
that you get along
you
with.
can't eat at everybody's house
Oh
kind of a
god, no.
situation. Like
For
yeah,
sure.
not everyone needs to be your bestie.
No.
And what we have is extremely rare. I get it. And I like I said, I think I said in a previous podcast, like there's not going to be another Katrina. I'm like it's for this is it. You got your Katrina. That's it. You
Yep.
stick with her or not. I mean,
Yeah,
like
that's all there
there's
is.
not going to be another one. Yeah.
So we did so, you know, I've been going back and forth and Dwayne went with me, not this last week, the week before, up north where we're kind of moving
Mhm.
with the purpose of we needed to kind of figure out where we wanted to be.
Right.
Like
We got a big
we got to pick
area.
a place.
Mhm.
And so anyways, he came with me and he went exploring during the day. And we were at God, we were at dinner, I think. And I said, "You know the only thing that kinda scares me." I mean, there's a lot of things that kinda scare me about this whole move, but I said, "We aren't gonna know anybody, and I'm too
Yeah.
old to make friends now."
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I get that fear because, like,
Like,
over in Hermiston, I don't I have a
it's
couple people from church, but we're not, like, hang out
yeah,
friends people, I
it's
just know
taken
them.
me gosh, we've been here 15 years to feel like we have a really good friend group
I
now,
know.
and now I'm like, "Ah, crap, we're gonna, like, up and leave," and so, anyways, we were talking about how, like, what kinda sucks is now the kids are also at a point where they're, like, doing their own thing, and, like, Katie will be driving this summer.
Driving, yeah.
And so if we wanted to hang out with our friends and do all the fun things, we could, but now we're moving.
Yeah, but you won't be that far away where you
No,
can't
we
yeah.
can still come back
Yeah. Yeah,
and
for
visit.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just, yeah, I don't know. What else is going on? Anything new
Um,
since it's been a while?
well,
It's been a minute.
yeah. Like I told you, now I know I don't have to have a colonoscopy now,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I don't
Congratulations to 21.
yay! I know I turned 40 and they told me that's what I was gonna have to have, and yeah,
I think I
so
asked and they were like 45 and I was like,
yeah, and normally that's yeah, if I wouldn't have had all this issues with Ozempic, I would have had to have one, and so I was really, really excited that I don't have to have one now, and they can treat it with medicine, and I'm like, "Yay, you don't have to
"Just
go
don't take too much.
you
You'll
don't have to
be
go in
on
my
it."
butt now."
Yes.
Thank you.
Exit only.
Well, they told me the doctor's office when I first went, she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna probably order a colonoscopy, and we're gonna do a scope down your throat."
Oh, what do they call that? An endology?
Endoscopy? Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I
Because I
said
always
being
that's weird.
funny, I was like, "Okay, please go in my mouth first before you go in," and she's, like, looking at me, and I'm like, "If you're gonna use the same
Oh
instrument," and
my
she's like, "Oh my gosh." So, yeah,
god.
not everybody's ready for my humor, and I was just like, "Sorry when I get nervous or
You
something."
you can't imagine though doing that, like, having that job, not having that joke before.
I
Like, there's
know.
gotta be
I thought I
somebody.
yeah, she was just like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Okay,
You
never
didn't
mind."
get it.
I thought it was hilarious. But
That's funny.
yeah, so
That's good.
yeah, so that's been going on, and then we just got our like I was telling you, got our house painted, so now it doesn't look like a drug house anymore.
Would you call it a trap house?
Trap house, yeah, that's what my husband called it all the time because it was just an older house that needed updating,
I
and
really
so
honestly thought it was white.
it was like really pale because it's so sunny over there. And we have no shade on the house. It was really grayed out, really
Yeah.
bleached out gray. Yeah. So now it's a deep gray, and so it looks a lot better. And so that's been yeah. My husband will order all these house projects, and then he goes off to work, and I deal with all the like contractors and so big fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so just surviving. April's like I said, April's been tough and been busy and stuff for my marketing job. They just keep asking me to do more and more, which is fine, but it's getting to be more of like a full-time gig when it was supposed to be a side hustle. So now my side hustle is
Is
Lego
becoming
and
your
yeah, so
full-time
they're
gig.
flipping. But
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's a yeah, there's a lot.
When you said earlier about people that listen to us on here.
Yes.
So my aunt texted me this week, so I know you're listening, Joan, and she also told my mother and said that she really enjoys watching us and that it's really weird to see me as a 40-year-old woman. That it's really weird that Katrina and Julie, these 2 little kids she saw running around all the time, now have a
Aunt Joan.
yeah, so she said that she really enjoyed
I
watching us and got a kick out of it, and
You're gonna
I think
laugh,
we're funny.
and I don't know, Aunt Joan, if you'll remember this or not, but one of my favorite stories with you in our childhood, 'cause I still laugh out loud
Mhm.
sometimes when I think about it. I'm pretty sure it was her car that your
I knew
grandma
you were gonna tell this story. I knew you were gonna tell this story.
we were at, like, the Modesto Mall. I remember it was, like, was it Christmas time or something?
It was Black Friday.
Okay, so we I went with you and your mom and your aunt and your grandma to the Modesto Mall. Now, let me just paint the picture for everybody listening that if you don't know this. We grew up in a town that had a mall, but
It was
it wasn't like a cool mall. It was a one-level mall that like yeah, okay, it was
smelled.
great for the small town.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to go to the Modesto Mall, you're
Yeah,
talking
2
big time.
stories.
2 stories, a
They had a Victoria's
Macy's.
Secret
Oh,
and a Hot Topic.
now this is the '90s, so remember, kids hung out in the malls, and so, yeah, they had all kinds of stuff. Like, I remember as a kid being wore out after going to the mall, going to Modesto, but so anyways, so we're in was it a Firebird or a
It
Thunderbird or
was
what?
my aunt had a Monte Carlo,
Monte Carlo.
a
God, where
two-door.
yes. So, me and Julie are in the back seat with her grandma. I'm pretty sure she was yeah, she had to be in the back seat with
It was
us.
you were sitting in the center, and I
I
was sitting
always got the center.
yeah, because you were tiny, and she was getting out.
Yes, and so they in the older cars, they gotta, like, pop the seats forward so that the, like, back goes forward.
Yeah.
Well,
The
I'm
seatbelt
waiting to
strap
get
the seatbelt strap is going with the front seat, like, it's going with the front seat.
yes. So, I'm waiting for her grandma to get out, and me and Julie are, like, sitting there watching because 'cause we're like, "Oh my gosh, we're going to the mall. We're so excited. We're going to the mall." We had to have been, like, what, 10
Yeah.
probably? But
Yes.
we're just like,
We were, like, waiting for this old lady to get out of the car.
we've got, like, the cool clothes on, we're just, like, waiting.
Yeah.
Well, she gets out, and as she gets out, it's the, like, coat hook thing, wasn't it?
No,
Or
it was the strap of
okay, so she's
the
getting
seatbelt,
out.
the front seatbelt.
The seat belt this is gonna make me laugh, I'm gonna try to say it all. The seat belt catches her wig, and her wig comes off.
Halfway, and Katrina at that point didn't know that grandma had a
I
wig
did
on.
not. I did not, but it's not, like, fully off. It's just, like, shoveled, like
Yeah, so it's just kinda disheveled because it didn't come all the way off. So she's, like, trying to fix it really quick, and Trina's, like, dying. She's, like, beet red. She's looking at me, and she's like, "Did you see?" I'm like, I saw." Oh,
and Julie's telling me, she's like, "Don't say anything."
don't say go
Shh,
oh, no, because I
like,
mean, thank
you'll
God you're dead, grandma, because 'cause she'd be dying right now,
she was like, "Shh," and I think it was your mom that was out there waiting for her
and
to
my
get
mom
out.
saw the front half of it, and my mom was like, "Girls,
Yes,
girls."
and your mom's, like, giving us the eyes in the back seat, and we're just
I
like
know. And my aunt's clueless. She's like, "What happened? What happened?" I'm like,
yeah.
"Shh."
I still remember that trip.
I knew that's what you were gonna say. As soon as you're like, "My favorite
That's
story with her."
my favorite yeah, but in her car. But I
Mhm.
still remember on the way home from that trip, we had to stop at an ATM because your aunt, like, fixed
Oh,
ATMs or
yeah,
something.
yeah, she used to repair 'em.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
we had to stop, and I remember sitting in the back seat just
yeah,
still giggling at that point
yeah.
about the fact that her wig almost fell off.
Yeah. I mean, my aunt so, like, when I think back to, like, my childhood and stuff, my aunt and my mom were really they were like best friends. They were
Yes.
besties. And so they would totally have a podcast if they lived closer, I'm pretty sure. But,
Oh,
um
the
oh,
Monte Carlo.
oh, yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
That's
Wait,
what we had was she had the
behind you all is our producer,
yeah,
and
yeah.
is
She had a newer one. She had, like, a '90s one,
I
though.
thought it was a Firebird.
No, it was a '90s, and it was white. And it had our cousin did pinstriping on it. Yep, and it was
Oh,
white. Yep,
yes. Did they use those in racing?
maybe.
Was that like a
Yeah,
race car?
maybe.
Yeah, because hers had
Yep,
purple
yeah,
pinstripe.
because my aunt loved purple, and so when I was little, I loved purple. Yep, that white first one, that's what she had right there. Yep.
Yep, that's the
Yeah,
car.
yep, and so my aunt loved purple, so I loved purple, and then my aunt, she would always take me because she had 2 boys, and she always wanted a girl, and so when I was born, she was like, "Heck yeah," and so she took me
That's too
shopping for my birthday every year and would let me go to the mall and she'd give me a budget. Well, now I do that with my sister's kids
yes.
and I take them
Yeah.
and I do the same kind of thing. And so, Joan, if you're listening, I'm trying to keep that alive, trying to be the cool aunt because you were the cool aunt. And remember, she loved like leopard print and stuff.
Yes.
She was, yeah, she
She
was
was.
wild.
She was
She was wild. She was
yeah.
fun. Yeah.
But I still feel like had she seen it, I think she would have, like, laughed with us.
She would've. Well, my dad would make fun of her sometimes wearing a wig or something like that, and then, like, she would be
I really
TO'd for the rest of the day, wouldn't come out of the house or trailer or whatever. Yeah,
I honestly had no idea until that moment that
yeah.
it was,
Yeah, you didn't know because I remember you were like, "Did you see?" I was like,
"Look
"Yeah,
it, there's the Modesto
Modesto
Mall."
Mall." Oh,
You're gonna put this
yeah.
up here, right, babe?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the Modesto Mall. Man, that
yeah.
was like paradise.
Ugh, I can still
Got
smell
Chalks.
that cinnamon.
Did they have a Got Chalk? Oh,
It's j
or the what was the wiener place? The hot dogs, and
Oh,
they
yeah,
wear the
is it
funny
something on a
hats.
stick? Is it wiener on a stick?
No,
No.
it's
Something on a stick.
hot
Isn't it
dog
on a stick?
hot dog on a
Hot dog on a stick?
hot
Yeah, I
hot
was looking up hot dog on a stick.
dog.
Yeah,
Look at hot dog on a stick mall.
yeah, in the mall. Yeah, Gottschalks. I don't think Gottschalks is a thing anymore.
No. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
see, look
those
at
people,
they wore the, like, I didn't
little fez hats or
also,
whatever.
like, who came up with those outfits? That you
Somebody
had those little,
somebody really
like,
sad.
bucket hats. They look
Yeah.
like the,
They went down to KFC, said, "Give me that bucket," and then they put on their people, and they're like, "Perfect."
what are those, what are those people, the Shriners that wear the
Yeah,
little
they look like a little fez. They have a little hot dog on a stick fez. Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, that was one of my favorite memories
Yeah,
of
we did that
Christmas.
every we used to do that every year, Black Friday, we would go shopping.
Yeah.
Like, back in the day, Thanksgiving meal would be over, and my aunt would get out the fresh newspaper with all those
Oh
ads in it,
gosh. I
and my
miss the
parents and
smell.
everybody would sit around and, like, you'd circle things as a kid, like, things I wanna get and stuff. Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the smell of the newspaper when you would open it? Or even, like, the new, like, the Sears catalogs?
Oh, yeah, I used to love that. Oh, I used to love when that toy one
Oh,
came.
and you
We
could,
get
like
one for Amazon now. It's like,
I
this
do
isn't the
yeah.
same.
No.
This isn't the same.
I love that they're trying, but
No,
they're not doing it right. It's
no.
not the right vibe.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know. My mom always tells me, she'll be like, "Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "Oh, on Amazon or whatever." And she's like, "Ugh, you just can't find anything in stores anymore." I'm like, I'm with you. I would love to buy things at stores, but like I go to the store and I'm looking for something and I can't find it and I'm irritated I have to order it on Amazon.
See, now I'm almost the opposite. I don't wanna go to the store
Yeah, well,
because then I have to
yeah. Sometimes I just want to get out of the house and stuff.
my coworker
Yeah.
last week, we were talking about, so she was out on maternity leave and she came back. We were talking about while she was out, um, like, this interaction I had with somebody, and she looked at me like, and now my coworker has known me for a couple years, but, like, just dead straight. She was like, "Oh, I forgot you hate people."
Oh, you're like,
And
yeah.
I almost fell out of my chair, Julie, because most people don't get that about me. Like, I do actually really like people. I just sometimes I have to be in the right mood.
Yeah.
And so, anyways, it made me
This
laugh.
is why you have no friends.
It made me laugh because I thought about you. I was like, "Oh my god, that's something Julie would have told me."
Well, I feel like it's something you would have told me too. Yeah.
I was complaining because there was somebody that I worked with that really enjoyed, like, first thing in the morning, like, "Good morning," and you're just like,
No. Coffee first,
yeah.
other
So
things
that she
after.
said, she was like, "Oh, I forgot you hate people."
You know, certain people, groups of people.
At times,
Yeah.
at times, I'm selective in it.
You know a group of people that are kinda irritating me right now?
Who?
Those people that those women that went to the space.
Oh
It's
god.
bothering me
Oh.
so much right
Oh,
now.
you mean the
The
astronauts?
astron whatever.
Take that astronaut and shove it
I don't
somewhere
so
else. You
where
ain't
was
an
the
astronaut.
selection group? We're gonna send women to space,
Well, it was probably
and
the
they were like
Bezos wife or
well,
girlfriend.
they that one with a lot of plastic surgery, I
Oh,
think, is his woman.
did you see her talk? Like, her face doesn't move.
Yeah, because she was at
She's
the
like,
inauguration, and she was, like, really slutty, and, like, everybody
"Oh,
that walked by her
yes.
was, like,
I
trying
forgot her
not to look at her
boobs were hanging
yeah,
out."
they were trying not to look at her cleavage.
That is
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, so, like, they made this group of women to send to space,
Yeah.
and Katy Perry is who we came up with?
Who hey,
We
babe,
coulda left her up there.
are you pulling it up? I think it was called
Ugh.
Blue something, wasn't it?
Verizon?
Blue Origin?
Origin. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out who they were because there was a picture,
Yeah, all
uh,
I know is Katy Perry and then that other lady,
Gail,
Gail, yeah, because
something
they
or
won't
other.
shut up about going to space.
Okay, so see, okay, it says Katy Perry, Gayle King, Lauren
Sanchez.
Sanchez, which is the boob lady,
Yeah.
Ashia, Ashia,
Bowie,
Bo, Bo.
Amanda Wynn, and Carrie Ann Flynn.
Yeah. So who are the last three? Because I don't.
People with money? I have no idea. It's just like the people that were down on the bottom of the ocean trying to look for the Titanic, same kinda thing.
Well, I don't. What I didn't understand was, to your point, like why Why did they pick those?
Then they came back and kissed the ground.
Yeah, that lady. Who is she? Is
Oh, at
sh
least she's an
a
aerospace
sh
engineer.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
well,
so there
good.
were
Okay,
actual
good. Okay,
astronauts.
good. Well, she's not the one being interviewed. They're interviewing dumb-faced Perry like she's something.
Oh
Like, I
god.
give a crap about her going into the little bitty parts of maybe space. You know what I cared more about? That lady whose hair turned absolutely gray because she was at the space station for so long.
Oh, the people that got left out there during
Yes.
Biden's
Yes,
administration?
that woman. We didn't celebrate her, but we celebrated Katy Perry coming back and kissing the ground. The best part was when Bezos fell right where she kissed the ground. I was like, "Yep, that was perfect."
I saw that.
Yeah,
I
what's
just,
yeah, those people that got left sorry. Those people that got left up there
oh,
oh
your
my
water
my
bottle?
water bottle. The people that got left up there, I felt terrible for them, and they came back and were like, "Oh, cool, you're back." And then, like, they sent Katy Perry into, like, some twilight space, and she came back and we're like, "Oh my gosh, she's an astronaut now."
Is it me or
We all should be looking up to her.
oh, right there,
Her.
Sunny.
Yeah.
Sunny.
Yes.
Sunita Williams.
Yeah.
How long was she up there in space? Was it
It was supposed to be an 8-day mission.
and she ended up up there for,
Yeah,
like
and so, like, when you see when she what she looked like when she left and when she came back, oh goodness. Poor lady.
oh, yeah, she looks like look at her eyes are all sunken
Yeah.
and, like,
Yeah, because of no gravity for so long.
look at her chin.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you
and
think
when you see her before that, like, that picture before it when she yep, mhm. Yeah,
wow.
so, like, we didn't celebrate her.
I wanna know what I wanna know is this whole Blue Origin thing.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't hear anything about it until they were already in space and coming
I know,
back.
I know. I mean, to be fair, I didn't hear about that people down there in the Titanic until they got squished like a bug and
Are
down
you
there.
talking about the people in the little
The little soup can thing that was down whatever. Remember when we went to Bend? That thing had just happened and they were looking for the bodies and all that stuff, and all of
Yes.
us were sitting around trying to figure out exactly where that thing was.
Okay, here's my thing, is same thing as the Blue Origin as the Titanic thing. Like, I am really actually glad to hear that there was an astronaut engineer or whatever it is,
Aerospace
aerospace
engineer,
engineer.
yeah,
I'm really happy to hear that, but
yeah,
why, why do people think that they should go and do things that maybe they I don't this sounds horrible to say.
yeah,
Some guy created a soup can to take people down to the Titanic.
yeah, yeah.
Jeff Bezos created, like, this it wasn't even a space shuttle. It was like a
Yeah, well,
looked
I
like
don't
an
know.
acorn.
You wanna get on my acorn and go to space? We probably
But,
have
like,
no right to talk about any of this, but I
look
really
at
don't care.
where's
I
one
know.
of the pictures? Maybe at the top.
Oh, yeah, see that plastic lady down at the bottom, I think that's Bezos' woman. Yeah.
Yeah,
That one, yeah.
that one,
Isn't
yeah,
that his woman? Yeah.
yeah. But see, I didn't I couldn't even pick out Katy Perry from that. I didn't realize that she was even in that.
No, because she doesn't have
I
some
was just trying
stupid
to
outfit
figure
on.
out why Gayle King in all the pictures looks like her eyes are closed.
Yeah,
She's always like,
yeah. I mean, I'm all about celebrating women and doing things and stuff like that, but I this looked ridiculous.
yeah,
It's just like when they talk about like, "Oh, it's so many days of being a woman," and they name off all this crap that's like cliche, stereotypical women. Okay,
yeah,
same thing.
yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
I
Those women didn't doesn't they don't represent me. I can't relate to them. So
no.
sending them up there and acting like it's a
But I
step
think
for womankind, it's really
did
nothing.
you watch any of the interviews with them after, like, where they're talking about it?
Oh, yes, I could barely get through them.
Look at it looks like a giant penis. Does it like, the Blue Origin thing look like a
He
penis?
shaped it after his head. Look at his head over here. He was like, "I want the spaceship, look like my head." That's not what he sounds like at all. I don't know what that sounds like. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but it does, like, the shuttle
Yeah.
that took the acorn.
I don't know.
Doesn't that look horrible?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Oh, yes,
Oh, it's
I
supposed to
get
look like
it. The
their Amazon
Amazon
Arrow.
Arrow, and I'm sorry, but it looks like a penis.
That kinda looks like a penis now, and I can't
The
unsee that.
Amazon Arrow looks like a
It's a
penis.
penis. I know, it's from A to Z.
Is it supposed to be a
Yeah.
smiley
Yeah,
face?
from you can find everything on Amazon from A to Z.
Okay, but then why do you have to have the little, like, thing that
The mushroom head.
yes.
I don't know.
I never knew
I
that.
feel like
I honestly never knew that. A to Z.
maybe in your 40s, everything starts looking like wieners. I don't know.
I'm starting to I'm just thinking I'm just finally starting to notice. That's all.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
"Hey, you ladies wanna get in my giant wiener spaceship and go to space?"
But not really space.
It's also the
Only
outfits they wore.
like
Like
they gotta
like,
be
Like, I was
They're
waiting for
very
them to, like,
glamour.
break into they look like they need to be alongside John Travolta and
They
Grease
they do, they look like they're, like,
or
bootcut,
something,
bell
yeah.
bottom.
Uh.
It's
So there's a couple people in that picture that look like, "I go to space regularly, I know what I'm doing."
yes.
And then there's other people in there like, "I'm
Yeah.
here because 'cause I'm a woman and they put me in space and I'm gonna sing How Beautiful Is" whatever the heck that song was she sang, it was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, and
I got to the
here's
point where I just started scrolling past her stuff. Like, their their publicity stunt, I think, backfired on them. If you ask me.
well, here's my question. Okay, so they went to space. Don't you have to spend, like, months preparing to go to space?
Yeah,
Like, the gravity thing? Like, aren't you
yeah.
supposed to go
Well,
into
it said there that they didn't actually go into orbit.
oh, well, then they didn't.
So that's why I
That's like
say they got to, like, that twilight part that's on the outside. I'm not an aerospace engineer. I'm in marketing. I have no idea.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh gosh, what happened to that lady's mouth?
It's
She's
Lauren
55 years old.
Sanchez. She looks like she looks like she has, like, those ducklets,
Yeah, like,
and then they're like this.
I don't wanna say.
Julia, it's like this.
That's happened when she went to space. They were going so fast. I don't know why I'm trying to make Bezos still have an accent. He doesn't. He's a white dude. I don't know.
I don't know either. You
Dude,
think he looks
her
Mediterranean?
lips are half of her face.
Yeah.
We're not
You know
being
what they
we're not
call
being very good
those?
women right
You
now.
know what they call those, right?
No. No. No, I don't.
Yeah. No. Here's the thing. I disagree with you. I think we are being good women. I think we have a high expectation of what we should expect out of women.
Yes, because
And it's
I
not getting plastic surgery and flying into the twilight and coming back and being like, "I'm an astronaut. Look at me."
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
you didn't
No,
study
no, that
alongside
sunny
that
lady
girl.
didn't do that. She didn't be up. She's still not I don't see her all over TikTok doing, "Oh, I was up there for 88 days and this and this and this and
Yeah.
I'm a victim of whatever." Like, no, she's
Yeah.
living her life
She was
in some
probably having to
chamber,
pee in a
getting back to
weird
normal.
bag and
Yeah.
like,
I heard they had to go into like some chamber that like naturally kept increasing the gravity on them because they were up so long. Like if they just came back to our gravity suddenly, it would be really
God, I get
painful.
sick just flying. Like, can
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Oh,
imagine,
right?
like,
Yeah.
the difference
Yeah.
between
So I
going
have
to
much more
space?
respect for her and for other women that do really cool things, but we're not highlighting them because they don't look like Katy
'Cause they're
Perry.
not Oprah's best friend
Right. Or
or Jeff
whatever.
Bezos' dick holder
Weird
or
looking
whatever the hell you wanna
weird
call it.
looking woman. Yeah. What was it? We don't do something we don't judge.
Yes, yeah.
No, I do and I do
We
judge.
s we
You
we
can
don't
judge me too.
we don't stay silent, we do judge
Yeah, we don't stay silent, we do judge. Lovingly.
lovingly.
Yeah.
I just I it's hard for me because, like, in that crew, there probably were 3 people, at least from the names. I think there were
Yeah,
3
from
people
what they showed, yeah.
that studied aerospace engineering or something along
Yeah.
those lines. And
Yeah.
then you get these, like, Hollywood people that are like, "We're astronauts." And it's like, "No, bitch, have a seat. You're not an astronaut."
Yeah, like, you did not work as hard as this person, just like when they give out those honorary degrees to people and you're like, "Okay, so and so's a doctor now and didn't
Yeah.
study at all," or
Oh
whatever.
god, that's
Yeah,
always been confusing to me
yeah, yeah.
when they're like, "Oh, they're a doctor." And I'm like, "Are they?"
Doctor of
I'm a
what?
doctor of a lot of things
Doctor
too.
a lot of things. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, well, she's not one either.
Oh.
I thought she looks like she would have been an astronaut.
She does.
Carrie Ann Flynn.
She
She's an
looks more
executive
astronauty than the
producer.
other lady. You got an astronaut face.
What what has she produced?
What does she
What
produce?
has she done?
Movies? She's
Anything?
a space tourist. Did you see that?
Did it
Space
say spa
tourists, that's what they were. That's what they were. And
She's a socialite. See right there, look at a former
and a
human
s
resources executive.
dude, you could go to space. You could go it says right there, she's a space tourist. I'm gonna use that word. I'm gonna get that shirt made.
We should get a shirt along with our other shirt.
Mhm.
Remember?
Mhm.
That we're what was it called? Soc
Sopolistic narcissist.
Yes.
Yeah. And judgy.
And judgy
Yeah.
because we don't care about other
You know
people's feelings and needs.
who they should have took to space, and if they left her there, it's
Oh.
totally fine, is Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. I want her gone somewhere. My niece, I took her shopping today. Well, she's like, "Angelique, can you put on" she just told me the name of the song, so I type it into Amazon. Of course, it's Taylor Swift. I'm like, "Because I love you and it's your birthday and we're shopping, I will allow Taylor Swift." But then I was like, "If Amazon starts thinking I'm liking this."
Okay, so here's a question for you then, because now you started me on a thought.
Uh-huh.
If you could fill the hazelnut that's gonna go
What's a
into
hazelnut now?
isn't
Well,
that
we
what I
are in
called it? It looked like
yeah.
yeah, anyways. If you could fill the top of the dick
Yeah.
whatever that thing was, with people, and it maybe rotate for 88 days
Okay.
into space. Who would you fill it up with?
Well, Taylor Swift. Does it have to be female or just,
No,
like, put
no,
whoever I
I don't
want on
care.
there? People I don't
It
want
could
on
even be
Earth.
animals.
People I don't want on Earth
Whatever
right
you
now.
don't want on Earth.
Taylor Swift's gotta be on that thing somewhere. And
I'm gonna add a drink to this flight.
oh, a drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell Starbucks is doing with this, like, new drink thing they got going. Isn't it a cherry matcha or something like that?
Oh, I saw some lady get a lavender cold foam matcha or something. It was, like, purple on top, green on the bottom.
Yeah, those things. Those people need to
Yeah,
go
then I
that
said a
order
prayer that I
those.
don't work there anymore.
Yeah, who else?
Oh, cherry chai. Yeah, those
Cherry
things don't
chai.
go together to me.
It sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you've had it, you tell us, but
I can think of somebody that I'd put on my spaceship.
who's on your spaceship?
I
Keep
would
Taylor company.
I would put, I'd put, our old boss from the cop
That company?
that
Yeah,
company.
he can ride that shuttle. He would be in a dick-shaped space tourist thing.
Um,
Yeah. It'd get him out of
okay.
his bankruptcy.
What else? Oh,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
now I could do the lemonade refresher.
Yeah, ooh, that iced horchata. Ooh, but cinnamon.
Okay, I don't wanna put those on the I don't wanna put those on my spaceship. What
No.
else?
On your okay, so, I mean, if we're putting Taylor
Oh, I know.
and that person that should be named.
That lady on TikTok, that Ash Trevino.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen her? I don't know what
Yes.
happened to her. She fell off TikTok world,
I
but
know.
I think
Yeah.
it's because she got in trouble
Yeah, sometimes when you're like, "I haven't seen someone in a
with
while," it's
her
like,
what did she
"Oh."
call her? Lady Bits?
I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, she had a
Yeah.
song about Santos
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Who else would I put on my spaceship? I'd probably add an animal, and I'd probably add the crows
Oh, yeah.
because they
Yeah.
just drive me nuts.
I know. Jake can't my dog can't stand the crows. He
Oh, and
stands in the backyard and goes,
squirrels.
"Bark, bark, bark." I put him in the trees.
The
Yeah.
squirrels. Oh, wait. Maybe, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ashley Trevino.
Ashley Trevino, that was her name. Yes.
Yeah.
Her Nuna. Nunu.
Yeah. You know who else I would put up
That's what
on
she
that
called her.
shuttle? AOC. She's so annoying. She, like,
Is she still
sh
around?
I think yeah, I think she's still a did you fart? What's going on over there?
He's not paying
He's like a
attention.
little gremlin over there. Oh, we're like, "Did you fart?" What? No, I think she's still no, she's still in office or whatever she does.
Oh,
But she, like, completely undoes whatever her party's trying to do. I'd put her up there.
you would.
She'd have fun with Taylor, I think.
You think so?
I think so. And then our old boss from there would like him because he only liked young, pretty things.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That is true.
yeah. Hmm.
Who else would I put on there?
That guy from the Mike Tyson fight and his brother.
Oh my god, Jake
And they
Paul?
can take that
Logan
spray
Paul?
stuff they were spraying and take it with them. I don't even know what it smells like, but they could
I don't know,
The Paul boys, they
I
can go on
see it
there.
at the store and I wanna smell it just to know.
Just but you have to do this with it.
I'm
You
afraid
can't
it's
like, "Oh,
oh.
I don't need this."
Oh, shit.
That's like 7 logos ago.
Wait. Whose account are you in? Because now they're gonna see that you
Now
went
they're
in
gonna
there.
see that you were looking at oh, you're
Oh,
just oh, okay,
okay.
good.
You're just Googling it? Okay, good. LinkedIn is a little tricky bitch.
Yeah,
Like
tells and
that.
I don't want him knowing any of us were in there.
Um, that is funny though. Uh, what was I saying
The
before we
Paul
got
boys, you wanna
oh,
smell their
yeah.
spray?
I just wanna smell it. I'm afraid it probably smells like
Ball sack?
ball sack and
Yeah.
mac cheese. But
I
Imma
will
be honest with you,
oh,
for
man.
as much as they sprayed that shit around at that fight,
I know. I was like, "I don't get
it
this."
it made me laugh
I
because
didn't get it.
I don't know if Bobby uses this. So Dwayne uses, the spray deodorant, like the
Yes.
in
Yeah.
the can thing.
Uh-huh. Yep.
That shit, if you breathe it in, you it's like you just, like, snorted flour
Bobby will
or
use the
something.
foot spray, and me and the dog in the morning are laying in the bed, and then he's, like, spraying, and both me and the dog are like
So, it's like you ingested it,
Yeah,
and I just keep thinking about that spray
I
and then
know.
spraying it like that
That
and the people in the crowd.
that poor bird that was in the back of the car for that fight, he was just back there like,
Okay, so I
"That's
have
my bird
to
face."
that's your bird? You think the birds make a face? They have beaks, Julie. Okay.
Tony's like, "Why am I sitting here?"
So, The only thing that I go back to every so often, and when you said it, it made me think of it, was that Tyson fight when he was talking to the camera and turned around and walked away, and all we sold was, like, old man ass.
Dwayne comes running in because he was watching the fight in the bar. He comes running in and he's like, "Dude, back it up, back it up." We're like, because we had been talking, we didn't even see it.
Oh, that's
Remember you and
right.
your mom and your mother-in-law, we were all talking, we didn't see it happen. He goes he comes running in, back it up. We just saw Mike Tyson's butt, his whole butt." We're like, "What?"
Yes. Yes.
Oh, man. That was yeah.
Oh. I
I know
wonder
we're
oh,
really
look at
It's one of the first that poor guy. You know what, though? For how old he is,
I like
that's a
that
nice butt.
I like that they blurred his crack, though.
That's the obscene that's when the poo comes out.
Yeah.
Um, it's a nice butt for an old man. I mean,
I just thought that was hilarious.
I just ugh,
It felt like it was staged, though, for a minute.
yeah.
Was that the one? Nope, that wasn't the one.
Okay.
It was later. Remember they kept spraying the water
Oh,
down the shorts?
he was
And my mom
somebody would open up what's his face, Paul's pants, and they would just, like, spray in the, like, the water, and I'm like,
oh, it was a fright bait for more? Before.
"Before?"
See, I'm doing what my mom did.
Okay.
Because then Dwayne came in and my mom kept yelling Wiener Water.
'Cause I'm like, "Where do you get that job? Where I wanna be what's his face, Paul's wiener waterer." And then Dwayne comes in, he goes, "Well, that's because it's to keep them like, amped." I'm like, "I guess so, you spray cold water on your
I mean, I
privates."
guess I'd be amped if somebody was spraying cold water down my shorts.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah, but your mom's just screaming at him, "Wiener water, wiener water." He's like, "What the heck is wiener water?" I'm like, "He wasn't in here for this
We gotta
conversation, so now he thinks you're weird."
we gotta make a summer cocktail for her called Wiener Water.
Oh, dude, I am being the bartender at Katie's
Oh,
party.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
I'm
Abby's.
serving non-alcoholic. Oh, yeah, she won't be here for Katie's, huh?
No, yeah.
I'll do it
For
for her.
Abby's, yeah.
I'll make her wiener water.
Yeah. So,
And she my luck, she's probably forgotten about wiener water and will be like, "What?"
looking at you like you're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's too
So,
funny. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Oh, are
Oh.
you asking ChatGTP to develop one? Perfect.
So,
Yeah.
something to know about Dwayne, he is like a sorry, he spelled wiener wrong. Um, I would have spelt it totally wrong. He
I
is like a
for ease.
Chat GPT genius.
I know you're like, the cow was giving birth and he's not asking anybody else for advice except for he's talking to ChatGPT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we saved a whole calf with
Hot
AI.
1 ounce of hot cooled hot dog water
This is pickle juice. So there is a wiener water cocktail. Your ingredients are 2 ounces of vodka
or
or
gin
gin if you're
if
wild.
you're wild.
Why is it gin if you're wild? Is gin higher content?
I would think vodka would be more like,
Either way, the next 2 there's more flavor.
oh,
The next 2 are you're already out. 1 ounce pickle juice, trust me. 1 ounce cooled hot
yeah,
water,
don't be
hot
putting
dog
hot
water.
don't be putting hot dog water in it.
Wiener, that's the wiener water
Wiener
right
water, wiener
there.
water.
A dash of mustard or Worcestershire sauce, ice, mini
Oh
hot
my
dog
gosh.
or cocktail sausage for garnishment, and a pickle smear.
I think I'm gonna barf.
That
I will make your mom a good wiener water.
okay, but here's the thing, when you think about hot dog water, it's usually got, like, little, like, clumps of, like, fat and
Ew. No, I like a good blackened wiener from the like, I don't boil wieners. That's so Merced
no, you
1995.
always
I don't
way
boil
burn
wieners anywhere.
yours.
Oh, yeah, I want a black wiener. He's gonna make that a sound clip. I want my hot dogs cooked, like, good. Like,
You want them not off the
ooh,
floor
like a
like mine.
Costco dog? Mm. Mm.
We got some Hills. We got some Hills dogs
Oh.
down on the fridge. If you'd
You
like a
guys invite me over for steaks and you start making blackened wieners.
oh my gosh.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
we might have to make some of that when everyone's here for the parties and see who drinks it.
Oh, like truth or dare wiener water?
Yeah.
Who wants to drink
I mean, if you
Jesus
think
wiener
about it, if
water?
it's just vodka and pickle juice, I don't think it'd be that bad. It's not probably something I wanna have all the
I have to
time
say, I don't really like pickle juice.
because you could do a pickleback.
Pickleback.
Yeah.
Pickleback? Like Nickelback?
It's you take pickle juice
Sounds
after you take a
terrible either way.
shot, and it takes away the, like,
Oh,
sting.
I've never taken a pickleback.
Oh. No?
Gross. I
Okay.
have I have no idea. Have we been talking too long? I have no idea. Oh,
Oh,
cool.
good.
Sweet. Okay. I
Sometimes we just keep
we
going
just
and
keep
we
going,
don't
and,
know when
like,
to
he
shut
wasn't
up.
giving us
Yeah.
the sound, like,
So what else, anything else annoying you lately?
"Is anything else annoying you?
Other than
Any other random?"
non-astronauts, astronauts?
Yeah, I know, right? Um, I don't know. I think I sent you a picture, and I went to town the other day, and I said, "My husband let me leave the house this way. Oh my gosh, I think I do have autism." And I showed you,
Oh, yeah.
and I had on a green sweater, and I can send Dwayne the picture to put up on the thing. I had a green sweater, I had a green water bottle, I had a green coffee cup, and I had a green purse, and I was going to town. Like, who
I think you just like green.
I never did before, but
Maybe you've just changed into new
yeah.
seasons.
So now we have a new saying around the house is your tism is showing. So, like, my husband, he was trying to hang something back on the house after I said we got it painted. He was trying to hang stuff, and it was, like, it was just bothering him. I said, "It's fine. It's supposed to not be perfect." It was a heart that's supposed to be in the house, and I let him hang it like this, you know? And he was just like, I'm like, "Is your tism is showing." "Oh, shut up, shut up." You know, so he keeps no, wearing green does not indicate a person has autism.
Per Google.
Yeah. So
But
while some research suggests that individuals with autism may have a unique color preferences, including a preference for green.
maybe it's more like lime green.
Yeah. Ugh, ugh, I don't like lime green.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
But
an
yeah.
interesting.
So, yeah, that just keeps I think maybe because now I'm just keeps focusing on it, but I was just like, "Oh my god, I'm wearing, like, the same shade as everything else in my life right
I
now."
think you just like it. It's like teal. I was, like, hooked on teal
Oh,
for I like
yeah.
everything for some reason, everything I owned was teal, and
Yeah,
I
that was,
didn't
like,
mean
what
to.
was that, 2010?
Yeah.
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 Which seems like yesterday, but that was 15 years ago.
Hey, I forgot to tell you, when we were in Astoria, not this last week, the week before, um, the hotel that we stay at I've never stayed on a Friday night at the hotel,
Oh,
this
yeah.
hotel that we stayed at. I stay there usually every other not every other day.
Did they have a special on pho?
No, but I
Oh.
did have pho. I did have pho. No, we stayed at the Hotel Elliott in
Oh, sweet.
Astoria,
Oh,
and
fancy.
so it's like a historic hotel.
Oh,
That's the room we stayed in right there,
right
Ashley,
there,
the
yep,
executive suite.
yep.
Um, but, they do a wine bar on Friday nights and Saturday
Oh, fun.
nights. I think it's Friday and Saturday nights. They also have, like, a rooftop that you can go
Oh,
up
yeah, that was
to.
cool.
So, anyway, they me and Dwayne were out exploring all day on Friday trying to figure out where the hell we're gonna go, and, we decided, let's do the wine bar,
Mhm.
right? So we get down there and there's like nobody there except Ingrid. Was that her name? Was it Ingrid? Yeah. Is this older lady? She was really nice, really great. She was probably one of those like waitress slash bartenders that like you would expect in like a small like diner type thing. Like she gave off that like mom vibe
Oh,
or
gotcha.
grandma vibe.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Anyways, so we sat down and we had a couple glasses of wine and we were like, "All right, well, we probably should, like, get out of here." It was getting really busy too. Like, it was getting busier and busier, and, which was odd, and we thought, "Well, we'll just go upstairs and figure out what we're gonna have for dinner and move on." Well, we go to the bar to pay, and these 2 ladies that were in their, like, late 60s asked us, like, "Where are you guys from? Where are you moving? Like,
Mhm.
are you local?" And so we were just talking to them about it. Um And then, I said, "Man, it's really getting busy around here." And they were like, "Oh, yeah, there's a free concert happening across the street at
Oh,
the Liberty
nice.
Theater." And we were like, "Oh," they're like, "You have to come over and check it out." And we're like, "Oh, okay, what time?" They're like, "At 8." And we're like, "Okay, we can go upstairs." And
We're already can we go in our pajamas? We're already
well, that's what I was like, "Well, okay, I guess we could get dressed,
we
and
could
go."
get dressed. I can put a bra
Uh,
back on.
so we go upstairs and Dwayne warmed up something left over. I went and got pho.
Classic.
But we end up
Mhm.
at this free concert with a bunch of like mixed people, right? Because like
Mhm.
Astoria has a very eclectic, like it's very eclectic.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
their people there.
Yeah, diverse.
So they've got like older people, like one lady had a walker, and then they've got like our age, but their parents, and so they're into the like trucker hat type thing, like hippie-ish type. Yeah.
Mhm.
So anyway, so we've got like this different crowd, and so we go to check it out. It was actually a really good band.
Oh, cool.
But I just thought like it was the weirdest thing for me and Dwayne. And so
Yeah.
somehow we keep finding, and so like last night we went to the winery down the street
Mhm.
and there was a live band there too.
Yeah.
I told Dwayne, I was like, "Damn, we keep just stumbling upon all this, like, free
Oh, yeah.
music."
Better than, like, the pirate band that
Oh
we had
god,
at
yes.
Bend. Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, the band that we saw was Holiday Friends, I think is what their name was. They're local to Astoria.
Oh, cool.
Um,
See, you guys will make friends.
they've got,
Very
like
gregarious, I
girl,
guess.
here we go with the vocabulary again.
I think that means what it means.
Um, I wanna say it was called I think it was Holiday. I think it's Holiday with 2 L's.
Like Doc Holiday?
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was Holiday Friends
Oh,
was their name. I'll have to look it up and see.
yeah.
Um, I think it was yeah, I think it was. Anyways, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Holiday Friends, the first well, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Cool.
they were like a mix between do you remember Rooney? The band Rooney?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So, it's a
Okay.
mix
Yeah.
between, like, Rooney and,
Mm. Huh.
Coldplay? With,
Oh, okay.
so,
Yeah.
kind of a mix between, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I was it was just funny that I was like, "Oh, here we go, it's gonna be a like, it's a free
Yeah.
concert,
Yeah.
not probably the best."
Not sure where it's yeah. Oh, that's
So,
cool.
yeah,
Yeah. I like when you stumble upon yeah, that kinda goes back to when we talked about traveling and not having a plan.
yeah,
Sometimes it's fun to, like, you stumble upon things like this you
yeah.
wouldn't have if you had everything, like,
So, the funny
planned out.
part is that one of the ladies I have her in my phone, I think her name was Cindy, she volunteers at the theater that we were at, that we were listening to it, and she was telling they were saying something because it was her and her friend and saying something, and we got to the hotel, I told Dwayne, I was like, "I don't know, it sounds like there might be a protest in town tomorrow." And he was like, because they were talking about they were gonna protest with this person, this famous protester or
Uh-huh.
something. And I was like, "Did she tell you what they were protesting?" He was like, "No." "Oh, I guess we'll find out when we leave
Yeah.
tomorrow if they're in town."
Yeah. Huh. Katy
So,
Perry shouldn't have gone to space.
yeah.
Taylor Swift should have. It
So, yeah.
wasn't me leading that.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, well,
I think it's been a long of our enough of our
ranting and raving,
yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
all the fun things.
So, if you don't like this, you don't have to listen. But if
If you
you really
do
do, hit the bell, like, subscribe. We follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Amazon Music, Spotify.
you said
Catrina's
Instagram.
moving. You could come on over and talk to her in person if you really want to, but she's moving.
You can come and help
Yeah.
me pack.
If you're in Eastern Oregon, I'm over there most of the time.
Oh
Yeah, you
gosh.
can help her pack. I keep offering and yeah,
Yeah. No.
but yeah,
Cool. Well, thanks,
yeah.
guys. We'll see you next time.
Ah.
Out.